So I'm very happy to be here, and in fact, I'm very. I've never been to Chicago, or I have been there once. I can't remember, but I was impressed by the community. I'm very happy to be around you guys. I see the energy and love for the country, which is one thing I believe is very special for Egyptians. I have lived abroad 13 years. My first 13 years of my life, I lived in Saudi Arabia, and I remember the days where I would create a calendar and start counting the day, do a countdown until the day I go back home for the summer vacation. And I'm sure this story brings memories for some of you, because they would be probably doing the same thing. We just love our country for, as I told one state security guy in 2007 when I was interrogated, he asked me, why do you love Egypt? I said, I don't know. We just love the country. There are a lot of connections, not just to the sand, it's actually to the people. The Egyptian people are amazing and great, and have shown a great deal of tolerance, a great deal of patience. For 30 years, I think they've been very patient, and solidarity. And they showed that the impossible can happen. The biggest moment for me when I went out of jail is that when I went to the square. The next day in the square, I have never imagined seeing Egyptians in this form. All of them united. They forgot their differences. They are focusing on what bring them together. They're very happy helping each other. There was this state, I think, of euphoria. They wanted to tell the regime that you were the barrier to the new civilization of Egypt. You were the barrier, and we're good people. And I believe this spirit is basically what made Egyptians overthrow Mubarak, not anything else. It was just about the fact that we are one, we are united. And looking today and reflecting on what happens in the country, I believe that every one of us have this responsibility of maintaining this back. I advise every one of my friends who waste their time discussing the differences we have with the different sects and ideologies, and what these guys are going to do when they get in power, and what those guys are going to do when they get in power, that this is all a waste of time, because the poor people, the ones that are eating trash, are not waiting for you to keep debating and discussing that. They want solutions to their problems. And it's if the intellects or those who are privileged with education waste their time probably on Facebook. I'm not sure. Everyone is here on Facebook? Okay. So on Facebook, discussing videos about this person or that person and the mistake from this group or the mistake from the other party, I think we are probably going in the wrong direction. There has been moments in history for many generations where if they do not unite, they lose an opportunity. And we have a golden opportunity now. One, to prove to those who are ruling us that they have committed a crime. That we can be much better than where we are right now in few years. And we can actually overcome the differences that we grew seeing. We have been always, we cannot accommodate the different groups of people. I have friends who are Salafis, who are Ikhwan, who are socialists, who are Egyptians, which is mainstream, who are Kanaba. I have friends who are Fulul, not very proud of them. But at the end of the day, Egypt is not going to develop with an Egypt versus Egypt mentality. So I hope you guys, not that much. I hope that in the next few months we see a new vision, a vision that unites Egyptians to get what they want achieved. We have a lot of challenges. The first one is the democratic transition. Until we have a new president, we don't have a democracy yet. We are under military rule, which have lasted for 60 years, and which will not easily go away without a lot of us making, sending the right messages, sending the right signals, and telling them that we are not happy with the military to continue managing the country. We have seen their performance for 60 years, and it's about time that we empower the Egyptians back to choose whomever they want to be in power and pay for the consequences of that. And the second is that we start really looking at what matters for this country. And I believe the Egyptians abroad are privileged by being outside what's happening in the country. When I'm in Cairo, there are always events that take good share of your mind, that happens on day-to-day basis. There isn't that much people thinking forward on what happens in 1 year, what happens in 2 years, what happens in 3 years. And I believe here there is the expertise, the knowledge, and also the passion to help us and guide us back home on what we should be doing to fix the economy, to improve the education, to offer Egyptians the basic needs they are looking for. So I was very happy to hear Islam today talking about education, and I do encourage every one of you to contribute money and to contribute time to what they are doing. And I love the idea of the, educating the educators, because this is what matters in Egypt. We have a serious problem of, and I described it pretty well in the book. أنا كنت في الأورمان. في مدرسة الأورمان, I was with 70 people. We enjoyed throwing rocks and stones on the teachers. أورمان. وكنا بننط واحنا بنزوغ ولما يجي ننط السور بندفع إتاوة لطالب واقف فوق عشان يمنع أي حد يعدي لما يدفع الإتاوة. ما اعرفش يزوغ يعني ايه بالانجليزي. So we have seen how the educational system is corrupted in Egypt, and in fact, I met today one of my teacher assistants who got the book, and he said, "Was it me who told you this?" I say a story in the book. I had one of the TAs in the class would say, "Well, did you understand?" I say, "Yes." Is that, okay, then the whole class must have understood. So he asked me, was that me? Because his name is Ahmed, and I referred to the guy on the book. I said, "No, that was not you." He's like, "Alhamdulillah, I thought I was very cruel." So going back, there are lots of issues in the country. We need a sense of unity at the moment. It's very important, and we need to focus on what should happen instead of what is happening right now. Because if I'm someone who does not want democracy in the country, I will want to keep creating events for people to keep wasting their time, effort, and energy discussing what exactly happened, why did it happen, and who is doing this and who is doing that, and we all forget the original reason or the original goal that we want to achieve. Egypt must be democratic, and I believe that we have seen that on the 25th of January in 2012. I was in a march from Mustafa Mahmoud to the square with huge group of Egyptian people. I know we like to exaggerate, let's say 1 million people. No, it wasn't, it was just, tons of thousands of Egyptians marching, and with the energy and the level of commitment and passion, I always say that I believe that this is not going to go wrong. Yes, we will have a lot of challenges and hiccups, and probably some of us will sacrifice their lives. I just had a friend of mine 2 days ago lost his left eye in the clashes that happened in Tahrir Square. And yesterday he was on Facebook, and he was sending me saying he's a designer and he designs a lot of stuff for the page. And he sent me, "I'm going to keep designing with my left eye until democracy happens in Egypt." So with my right eye until democracy happens in Egypt. So with these kind of people, Egypt is not going to go wrong. And we have already told the regime a strong message before, that we are going to win no matter what are the consequences. A lot of us just got in Tahrir Square ready to die, really ready to die. There was nothing that was going to stop us from achieving our goal, and there's still nothing that will stop us from achieving our goal. I call on all of you. I call on all of you, including myself. Egypt was going down for a reason, that we were all speaking, we're all talking, but no one is working. Please find something and do it. Keep doing something positive for the country. Back home, everyone is desperate. They want to see change, and I'm sure with your, the qualities you can bring, you can come back home and contribute, or you can contribute from abroad, or you can send us, you can help us with your knowledge from where you are now for this country to grow. Inshallah, I think the revolution will succeed when we go back home and look in 10 years from now, and we see that the extreme poverty that, for example, 650,000 Egyptians are suffering from is no longer there. And that the people who are working in very poor conditions at the moment, less than $2 a day, there's about 40% of Egyptians live under less $2 a day, are having a decent life that ensures that these people at least are proud to be Egyptian and appreciate the fact that the society cares for them. On last note, I just, yesterday, one guy got a video of me talking to the American community, to the Egyptian community in California, and said that I'm attacking the army and I want the army to be dissolved. So my response was that we are going to continue. We are going to, despite all the campaigns they are running against us, whomever they are, we're going to continue. We're going to make it happen. And if our lives are the ones that need to be sacrificed for my kid to be proud of his dad and to be proud that the Egyptian revolution did succeed, we are ready to give it away. Finally, إحنا اللي هنحبط الإحباط. إحنا اللي هنحبط الإحباط. No one is going to stop us from achieving what we want to do. Thanks.
And on the last thing, Islam wants to come and present a gift for you. I want to say thank you to Islam and Mary. I received an email at 3 a.m. in the morning. Both of them were still up working. Unbelievable, just behind the scenes. So thank you, Islam and Mary, so much.
Well, I know how much you hate the limelight, but whether you like it or not, you are our hero, and we want to commemorate you with this small gift. So thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.